Hey everyone, it's a girl Shauna J. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I really do appreciate you being here. In today's video, we are going to be talking about y'all. So the spotlight will not be on me today. It will be on you guys because today I'm going to be rating my favorite subscriber recommendations. Now, every single time I upload a video, you guys are always in the comments asking me to try different fragrances, recommending different fragrances, and I love that. I absolutely love that, because how else am I gonna learn of all these beautiful fragrances out there in the world if you guys don't tell me about them? I'm just one person. I can't find all these fragrances on my own, so recommendations are just so welcome. I think the most excellent recommendations come from you guys who really tune into a lot of my videos, because that's how you learn my taste and my preferences. So I find that the people that visit my channel the most basically leave me the best recommendations. Yes, originally I was gonna do a best and worst list, but I didn't know how you guys would feel about that. If you want me to do the worst subscriber recommendations, I could 100% do that, okay? But I wanted to focus on the good today, because I do notice that y'all don't like when I do negative videos. It shows in the views. I don't know what that's about, because other people could do negative videos and it's good, but when I do it, y'all don't want to see it. What is that all about? When I say that I'm gonna rate these perfumes, I really mean that. So it's gonna be from my most liked to my most loved, because I think it's just more exciting that way. Okay guys, so enough rambling. Let me start out with the first fragrance. Coming in at number 10 is Lalique's Amethyst. I honestly feel as though this was an excellent recommendation based upon my likes, because it really does appeal to me. I do think it's a beautiful fragrance. It really does have a lot of qualities that I look for in fragrances. What I get the most from this is that clean, musky, soapy, slightly powdery type scent. Of course, there's a bunch of dark fruits in this one, but that's not really what stands out for me. I think what stands out the most is that soapy, musky type scent. It's also very mature, and I do like mature fragrances. I don't make that a secret on my channel. I mean, I like every different type of fragrance, but I typically like fragrances like this one, okay? So yeah, this is coming in at number 10. This is Amethyst from the house of Lalique. Coming in at number 9 is from the house of Calvin Klein, and this one is a flanker to the original Eternity fragrance, and this one is called Air. First of all, before this one was recommended to me, I was always curious about it, so it was very easy for me to try this one, because I always kind of had it in the back of my mind that I wanted to try it out. This one is all about ozonic notes, grapefruit, and peony. So there's a floral touch to this one. It's a beautiful, fresh, uplifting, bright, invigorating scent. Just the kind of fragrance that I usually like to wear. This is definitely the kind of fragrance that I would actually test in person and decide to buy it. So good job on this recommendation. Thank you so much. I really like this one. This is Eternity Air for women. The next fragrance that I have here is one that a lot of you guys recommended, and a lot of you guys asked me about this one. Like, you guys wanted me to review it. So even if you weren't recommending that I buy this one, you guys wanted to know my thoughts on this one for whatever reason. And every single time I would upload a video, there would always be a comment about this particular fragrance. This is Tous Gold. I think that's how you say it, Tous or Tous. I'm not sure if you pronounce the S. It seems to be French, and a lot of times they like to drop the S, so I'm not really sure. So yes, this fragrance was highly recommended on my channel, so of course I decided to try it out, and as soon as I smelled it, I was like, of course you guys would recommend this one to me, because you know I like those clean, fresh, soapy, musky type of fragrances, and that's exactly what this one is given. It's dominated by gardenia. Now, I don't get gardenia per se, okay? You could tell that this one is, yeah, it's floral in nature, and it's most definitely a white flower, but I'm not getting gardenia. I don't know if I am. Sometimes I feel like I get the gardenia and sometimes I feel as though I don't. But even if this is gardenia, it is overpowered by soap and musk and powder. It does have a very motherly, innocent type scent to it. It's a very relaxing scent, and this is also the kind of fragrance that I would generally wear to the office. Very inoffensive, definitely not obtrusive. It has a beautiful musky, soapy, powdery trail to it, and that's the kind of fragrance that I like to wear when I'm gonna be around a lot of people. There's a slight sophistication to this fragrance. Even though it feels very down to earth and casual, there is something about this that just screams, oh, you know, chic and sophisticated. I cannot review this fragrance without saying that it has that type of personality. So yeah, I like this one a lot. I literally forgot that I was doing like a countdown, but we are now at fragrance number 7, which is one that was highly recommended on my channel, and I think a lot of reviewers probably encountered this because you guys wanted us to talk about it. You wanted to know what we thought about this fragrance, but a lot of you guys also asked me to try this one because you felt like it would be something that would be right up my alley. So I decided that, you know what, let me try it out, let me see if I like it. And y'all just did not miss. You got it right. This is definitely my type of fragrance. It's from the house of Trussardi, and this one is called Donna. This is a fragrance that I liked right away. As soon as I sprayed it out, I was like, wow. Now, if I'm being honest, because it was so hyped up, I thought it was actually gonna be better, but quickly enough, I just jumped on board and I was like, okay, this is a beautiful fragrance. And yes, this is actually right up my alley. This is the kind of fragrance that, yes, I would try in person. And I would definitely buy it because it is just such a beautiful scent. It's very hard not to like this fragrance. Very likable fragrance. It's dominated by jasmine tea, and we have some light, sweet, citrusy notes under that jasmine tea. We also have like a touch of vanilla and cedarwood. Not overly complex, but it's not boring either. Okay, it's a beautiful, classy, chic kind of smell. I don't know why, but every time I smell this fragrance, I think of a all-white boat ride. Like, you know those boat rides that you go on and they require you to wear all white and look fancy? This is a kind of vibe that this fragrance definitely gives off. It's a beautiful fragrance. I'm definitely happy that you guys recommended this one to me, and I'm definitely glad and I feel honored that you guys wanted to know my opinion on this one. So yeah, this is a beautiful scent, man. Love it. The only thing that I don't love is the fact that it doesn't last super long on me. It does go light after, I would say, like 4 hours or so. I kind of wish it would project more, but it's still just a beautiful, grown-up, classy, chic type of fragrance. Beautiful, right up my alley, and thank y'all so much for recommending this one. This is Donna by Trussardi. Coming in at number 6 is a fragrance that was recommended to me after I think I had done a video where I was talking about my favorite Calvin Klein fragrances, and someone in the comments mentioned that I should try the Original Beauty fragrance, and so I decided to try it out. This is a fragrance that I tried years ago and didn't like it. Well, I never tried it, but I worked with a lady that wore this one and I didn't like it, but every time she wore it I knew what she was wearing, and I always kind of made a promise that I would never buy it because it just didn't really appeal to me. So when I finally purchased and tried this one, I was genuinely shocked that I really like this one. Like really like it's going into love category, and I was shocked by that because it kind of smelled different than what I remembered. After doing my investigation, I realized that this one was reformulated, so it doesn't really smell like what it used to smell like back then when it just came out. The bottle is even a little bit different. I remember there was some sort of chrome covering, so even the bottle is a little bit different, but if I'm being honest, I do prefer this version. Now, I don't know if the person meant to recommend the older version or this version, but I'm telling you, the newer version is definitely one to check out if you are into fragrances that are clean, fresh, floral, and musky. This one is dominated by jasmine, and the jasmine here is super soapy, okay? Super soapy. So if you don't like soapy fragrances, you won't like this one. And when I tried this one, it just kind of made sense to me why this one would be recommended to me, because if you follow my channel, you know I love soapy fragrances. I love fragrances that lean soapy. I don't know why, what my obsession is. I don't know when that started. It could have been because of Glow by JLo. I'm not sure, but I love me a good soapy fragrance. Now, this is not just clean, fresh, soapy jasmine. There's also ambrette in this fragrance, which is also known as musk mallow. So yes, there's this slightly spicy muskiness to this fragrance, and I just think it's just so beautiful. I already made a little dent into this fragrance because it's one of those fragrances that I just like to wear back to back. Like once you wear it, you always kind of want to wear it. This is also another fragrance that goes very well in an office environment. It just screams office wear in my opinion. Beautiful scent, and it does last on me. Beauty was most definitely an excellent recommendation. Super happy to have this one in my collection. Beautiful scent. So thank you so much for your recommendation. Okay guys, so coming in at number 5 is a fragrance that was actually recommended to me through my Instagram. The person that sent me this message told me that this one smells like Love in White by Creed, and that I would really like it because she knows that I like clean, fresh, soapy fragrances. And I was like, okay, let me give it a try. Let me see what it's all about. The fragrance here that I'm talking about is Shiro, and it's from the house of Masaki. When I learned about this fragrance, I never heard about it, never heard of the brand Masaki or anything like that. So yes, I was a bit skeptical because I really do tend to buy brands that I know and that I trust. So it is very hard for me to kind of venture out and try fragrances by brands that I don't know. I'm trying to get out of the habit of that because I know there are so many fragrances that I need to explore in so many different fragrance houses and brands. But yes, I do tend to buy from houses that I know and that I trust. Now this fragrance right here is right up my alley, okay? Very clean, very fresh, beautiful scent. This one is dominated by coneflower and musk. We also have a bit of greenness to this one. It's giving me clean laundry vibes, and I really like that. It really does stand out from other clean, fresh, soapy fragrances that I have in my collection. So I like it for that reason, and I like the fact that it does last. It really does last on me. Clean, fresh, soapy, musky, slightly green, definitely a white scent. This is the kind of fragrance that I'm definitely gonna wear when it gets a little bit warmer. I'm gonna wear this one when I just want to smell like almost squeaky clean. I really like this one. This one is called Shiro, and it's from the house of Masaki. Coming in at number 4 is from the house of Narciso Rodriguez, and of course this was yet another recommendation that came through under my YouTube comments. And even though I didn't buy this one right away because it's not a cheap perfume, I always kind of remember the person talking about this one, and the way she was talking about it really did sound like something that I would like. So I was like, you know what? If I ever get the chance to smell it, because I wasn't gonna blind buy it, it's too expensive to blind buy. I was like, you know what? Keeping in mind that, okay, if I ever got the chance to try it, I was definitely gonna try it. And if I like it, sure, I'll buy it. This definitely did not disappoint. It's very unique to my nose. I don't really have a lot of fragrances in my collection that smells like this. I really don't find this to be a safe blind buy either, even though it's so well liked, and it's hard to imagine that someone wouldn't like this fragrance. And I really do think it's something that you would need to try before buying. Now this fragrance has a very sweet, musky, powdery type scent. There's something very unusual in this fragrance. There's something, I don't want to say spicy, but there's just something there that I could only describe as a touch of spice to this fragrance. It's really beautiful, very womanly, okay? It's not like an immature sweet kind of fragrance. It's just such a beautiful fragrance though. It is one that I would probably wear on special occasions. It just gives me that vibe. I wouldn't wear this one casually, maybe to the office, but that would be me pushing it. It really does smell like top tier type perfume. It does have like a nice expensive quality to it. I really like this one. Sweet, fluffy, cloudy, musky, powdery, unique. So I'm definitely happy that this one was recommended to me. This is Narciso Rodriguez and it's from the house of Narciso Rodriguez. Now we're down to the last three. It's getting kind of hard now because I don't know what order to put these in because they're all so good. Of course, it's top three, okay? But let me see. Let me see here. Okay. Ooh, this is really hard. Okay, so coming in at number 3 is this fragrance right here. This is Angel Eau de Toilette, and I believe this is the 2019 version. I'm still not sure what version I have, but I'm gonna go with 2019. This was a recommendation that was made to me after I had done a video talking about how much I really disliked the EDP. The person in the comments basically said, listen, if you don't like the EDP, try the EDT. And my first thought was, well, it's probably gonna be the same issue. I'm probably not gonna like it because it does have patchouli, and I'm trying to stay away from Mr. Patch. So this fragrance opens up with like a sweet, fruity type scent. So as soon as this fragrance opens up, you get the red berries. It's so sweet, it's so delicious, and you also get the praline, which gives the fragrance this sweet, I don't know, syrupy type scent. You also get like a clean, fresh crispness from the peony and the apple, and of course we have patchouli and what's in the dry down, but it's super tolerable. Like, this is not the type of patchouli woodsy combination that's gonna overpower the entire composition and ruin it. This is just done so well, so beautiful. If you try the EDP and you don't like it, try the EDT, but at least make sure that you like parts of the EDP because the DNA is still in here, but I think this one is just perfection. The patchouli did not overpower the entire composition. Beautiful scent. Sweet, fresh, woody. What's not to love? Beautiful. Coming in at number 2 is from the house of Oscar de la Renta, and this one is called the Bella Blanca. Why can't I talk today? This one is called Bella Blanca. Before I bought this one, every single time I would do a video, there would be someone asking me to try this fragrance every single time. Now, I'm not sure if it's the same person or different people, but every single time I would upload a video, there would always be that comment saying, hey, try Bella Blanca. I decided to try this fragrance once I was able to find it deeply discounted. And let me tell you, oh my God, it smells so good. Now I see why that person would not let up, okay? Because she just insisted. She was like, listen, try this fragrance. And I know how that is. As someone that review fragrances, sometimes you just want to like hammer it in. Like, you know, you just want to let people know how good it smells. And I guess that's the exact sentiment that that person had, because she was just so sure, okay, that I was gonna like this one, and she just knew how much she liked it that she just wouldn't let up, okay? And I'm so glad that she didn't, because now I have this beautiful scent. This is white florals. We have orange blossom, I believe we have jasmine, we have pear. Ooh! Kind of come off very clean laundry-ish. The dry down is musky and slightly woodsy. It is just so pretty. I love this one, and I will always have this one in my collection. By far one of the best recommendations that I've ever received on this channel. Beautiful scent, beautiful, beautiful, just gorgeous fragrance. This is Bella Blanca, and it's by Oscar de la Renta. So coming in at number 1 is from the house of Alfred Sung, and this one is called Pure. You know what's crazy? This was not even a full-blown recommendation. This was just someone in my comments saying, hey, these are my favorites. I've always been curious about Pure, and the reason why I kind of like zoomed in on her comment is because the list of fragrances that she listed were fragrances that I was familiar with and I really liked. So when I saw Pure on the list, I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna try it out, especially because it's really affordable. So even if I don't like it, it won't be a big deal. I was not expecting to really like this fragrance as much as I do. It's just so beautiful. I just don't know what part of this fragrance is my favorite. I don't know if it's the cold soapy lilies, the hint of greenness that you get, or that fruity touch that we get from the tangerine, or the hint of spice in the base. I don't know what I like the best. It's just so beautiful. I just completely love this fragrance. It is just perfection, and I'm just so glad that I have this one in my collection. This is a beautiful scent. This is Pure by Alfred Sung. Okay guys, so that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for your recommendations. Please keep them coming. I want to do a video like this every couple of months so you guys can know that I did buy your recommendations and let you guys know how much I'm enjoying them. Okay guys, so don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. If you are new to this channel, do not leave without subscribing.
That's not rude.
What else? Anyway guys, that's it for me. Bye.